This is without further ado, I would like to call a person who will bring this meeting forward. Let's welcome our Toastmaster of evening, Michelle Lam. Let's put a love emoji to welcome Michelle. Over to you, Michelle.
Thank you, Kesta. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to Venus Toastmasters Club, the all ladies club in District 51. My name is Michelle Lam, and I'll be your Toastmaster of the evening. The theme for tonight's club meeting is Weekend Hobbies. The weekend word provides us the opportunity to rest and relax from a productive week of work. And hobbies are what we do during our free time for pleasure. So from observation and having attended a few Toastmasters Club meetings, I can safely say that even attending Toastmasters meetings has become a hobby for quite a few of you. And you may be familiar with the concept of clubbing. Many of you do go clubbing over the weekends as well to other Toastmasters clubs. And especially if you enjoy meeting people, listening to others give speeches, or even just learn from giving an impromptu speech. For me, what I truly enjoy during weekends, my hobby is baking sourdough breads. So today's Saturday, so I've already prepared 9 sourdough loaves waiting and put it in the fridge where I will bake them first thing tomorrow. The other thing that I truly enjoy as a weekend hobby as well is Korean dramas. This is a hobby that I picked up recently. So especially when Netflix released Vincenzo. So for those of you who are into Korean dramas, I recommend Vincenzo by Song Joong-ki. So if you enjoy Korean dramas, I encourage you to try that out. So without further ado, I'd like to now pass this time over to our president, Angeline Lai, who will give a welcome and opening speech to all of us. Over to you, President Angeline.
Thank you, Michelle. A very good evening to everyone. Fellow distinguished Toastmasters. I think today we have quite a numbers of DTM tonight. Let me go by sequence because I try to get all the names captured right. Grace Chan, Distinguished Toastmaster, District 51 Directors. She's also a member of Venus. Christopher Chong, Distinguished Toastmasters, our past District Director. KK Lim, Distinguished Toastmasters, past District PR, Public Relations. Benani are the Area N1 Directors, and Rachel, our Area S Director. And we have Winnie Leong, she's also the Division Director, Division S Director. Wow, there's a long list. If I miss any one of you, I apologize because of the interest of time. I can't really name everyone. Okay, so if you can see my background here, right? I'm an island person. I'm not born in Ireland, but I like Ireland a lot. So just allow me to do something. Okay, just take a short while. So this is my hobbies. Yeah, okay. Before COVID, I dive and I go weekends from Singapore, travel to either to Thailand, Indonesia, or Malaysia just to dive. But because of COVID, I have no choice. So what I've done here right now, I've picked up a new hobbies. I believe all of you have also did the same thing because you can't do whatever you want currently due to COVID. So I've picked up some new hobbies, which is a healing hobbies, call it Nagomi. If you can see the art here, this is one of the arts they actually bring from the island, from the sea to my arts. So I hope you can see this Nagomi arts is a Japanese art learning, right? So they use the powder form of the powder form pastel to do the coloring. So on the freestyle, so whatever you think, then you just imagine it and you color it. So everyone, I hope all of you do enjoy tonight. Right? The night is just started. So without further ado, I will pass the floor back to our TOE. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Angeline. So before I proceed to introduce our role players this evening, please allow me to introduce our guests tonight to what Toastmasters is. So just a bit of history of Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International is founded by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley in 1928 in Santa Ana, California. And his aim for the club is to afford practice and training in the art of public speaking, presiding over meetings, improve social skills, and good fellowship among members. Fast forward to today, Toastmasters Club has existed close to 100 years, and it is one of the oldest organizations in the world. We have 300,000 members spread across 145 countries and more than 15,000 clubs all over the world. As a member of Toastmasters, you will have the opportunity to select from 11 different pathways to advance your leadership and communication skills. Pathway is a learn by doing program, and tonight you will have the opportunity to experience the 3 key sections of a Toastmasters meeting. Firstly, the prepared speeches. Second, the table topics session. And also towards the end, it's the evaluation speeches. So definitely look out for those. And especially for our guests tonight, if it's your first time at Toastmasters or you're coming from other clubs, we welcome you. And we also welcome you to step up and perhaps, volunteer to take up a table topics speech. These are impromptu speeches during the table topic session, and it is especially good to help you think on your feet and speak confidently. So it's a really wonderful opportunity to build those skills. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to introduce our technical role players for this evening. Firstly, I'd like to call upon Evelyn Chong, who will be the timer for this evening. Evelyn will share with us her responsibilities for this evening. So over to you, Evelyn.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Michelle. Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmaster and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time that have left. Using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific time remaining. At 1 minute, I will actually raise the green card. If you can see my screen, it's green in color. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will actually put it in yellow. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you will see this time up as a background, if you can see clearly. Yeah, I will put this up as the specific times for times up. So that's my role for today. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Evelyn. And now I'd like to call upon Alison Yoon, who will take up the role of our counter. Over to you, Alison. You're on mute, Alison.
Sorry. Thank you. All right. Hi. Good evening, everyone. I'm Alison, your R counter of tonight's meeting. My role as the R counter is to monitor and count the filler words such as well, but, so, and other repetitive words. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Alison. And now I'd like to introduce and invite the grammarian for this evening, Crystal Chin, to read out her role as grammarian and introduce us to the word of the day. Over to you, Crystal.
Thanks, Michelle. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to play close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So, for today's meeting, the word is excitement, which means a feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness. An example of using these words are, our excitement was building as the end of game approached. Another example would be, his hand shook with excitement. Each speaker is encouraged to use word of the day. I'll give grammarians report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. And now tonight, especially in our midst tonight, it is truly our privilege to have a very special guest and distinguished Toastmaster KK Lim from the USJ Toastmasters Club. And KK will be our General Evaluator for this evening. So let's welcome General Evaluator KK to introduce the GE role to us. KK, over to you.
Thanks, Toastmasters of the evening. Yep, I'm KK Lim. Actually, I'm from Motorola Penang Club, not USJ, but it's okay. We are still in the same club, which is Toastmasters Club. Yes, as a general evaluator, I will evaluate the overall meeting, maybe on the flow, on the role players, on the evaluators, to learn how to improve our impromptu speaking, or how can we improve in our role to make a meeting more smoother and better. So later you will see how I can evaluate the overall meeting. So let's enjoy the meeting first. With that, I pass the floor back to the Toastmaster of the evening, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator KK from Motorola Penang Club, and to all the technical role players who have kindly stepped up to take up these roles. So now I'm feeling really excited, and I definitely feel the excitement in the air as well, because as we approach this very important next section called the prepared speech section, I would like to start calling upon various evaluators to the microphone to basically share with us what the speech assignments are, to introduce the speaker as well as the title of the speech. So without further ado, once again, for this much anticipated prepared speech section, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster June Bay, who is also Venus's very own treasurer, to come up and introduce the first speech assignment and the speaker. Over to you, June.
Thank you, Michelle, Toastmaster of the evening. So today, we will have Annie to actually try on her first speech in Venus Toastmaster. The purpose of this project for Annie is to introduce herself to the club and at the same time learn the basic structure of the public speaking. And tonight, her speech title is Me and My Childhood. Me and My Childhood, Annie Lim. Over to you.
Thank you, June. How many of you have been through a tough childhood? Does that experience make you a better person or a bitter person? Good evening, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I was born in a very poor family in Klang. I was the youngest of 6 children. Those days, many couples, they did not know how to practice birth control. My parents were one of those couples. Therefore, I was born, although they no longer could afford another child. As a matter of fact, they can't even afford any of their child. As my parents, they were so poor and they were struggling to make ends meet. They had to give me away. I know it wasn't mom's choice to give me away. She just wanted me to have a better life. Good thing is I was given to mom's sister who thought she would never marry. As I was a very naughty baby who refused to sleep at night, my aunt, she could not take care of me as she had to work. Therefore, she requested mom to help her take care of me. I guess I had a fairly decent life as a baby, as my aunt, she paid for everything, my expenses, to take care of me. So when school was about to start, it was time for mom to bring me to aunt's place in Kuala Lumpur. I remember begging mom not to go away when she dropped me off at aunt's house in Kuala Lumpur. I remember seeing mom cry so much when she had to leave me with my aunt. I remember when mom visited me, I gave her all my ang pao money and I told her, please use that to pay aunt so that I can go back to be with mom. So the good news came when my aunt got married 1 year later, and as she could not bring me to stay with her as she was staying with her in-law, I was given back to mom. Life was really tough when I went back to mom. I remember many a times we had to skip meals or we had to share meals. I remember not daring to go to canteen because I could not afford to buy food. I remember seeing tears in mom's eyes when she was scolded so loudly by my step-grandma when mom asked if she could borrow money to pay for my brother's Form 6 school fees. I remember how all of us, we chose to drop out of school just to help mom. Fast forward to today, I am extremely blessed. I no longer live in poverty. I have a very good job as a HR director. I earn good income. It enables me to have many things that I was unable to have during my childhood. Mom lives with me now, and I take very good care of her. Unfortunately, she's bedridden and she needs a lot of attention. Being a caregiver, I must admit, it is not easy at all. However, I always remind myself that mom took care of me when I was a baby, right until I got married. So I should not complain at all. I'm a mother today. I'm a single mother to a wonderful son. I'm thankful I have God who's always with me when I go through trials and tribulations. So, did my childhood experience make me a bitter person? No. I believe it made me a better person. I learned to care and sympathize, especially for the poor. I learned to give and to share. At times, my family tell me that I'm far too caring. Most of all, I learned how to be selfless like mom. I was asked, why I joined Toastmasters? Two main reasons. Firstly, I joined Toastmasters to improve my presentation skills. I've also been asked why I need to improve my presentation skills when I can present fairly well in the office. That's because I have no issue presenting to my colleagues. However, it's totally different when I need to present to international audience. The other reason I joined Toastmasters is also to expand my social circle. My world is centralized within work, family, caregiving. Therefore, I don't socialize a lot. I don't go out. Just before the pandemic, I decided it's time to socialize. However, before I get to do so, the pandemic hit. Nevertheless, I believe I will have this opportunity in Toastmasters with such friendly group here. I'm certain, extremely certain that I will get to know more ladies soon, and even the guys. Thank you all for listening to my story about me and my childhood. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Annie. That was, wow, I feel your heart, and that was a vulnerable speech. Thank you so much for sharing openly and honestly, and I look forward to getting to know you better in the next few meetings as well. Now, especially now that, MCO is relaxing, hope to be able to meet up with you and catch up with you. Thank you very much for sharing. Next, I'd like to invite Ricky, Sue, Distinguished Toastmasters, and a guest at Venus this evening to introduce the next speaker, the speech assignment, as well as the title of the speech. Over to you, Ricky.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. After the first awesome speech, now we come to the next one. Toastmaster Angeline Lai will deliver a speech on the researching and presenting project. What is this project about? The purpose of this project is for you, Angeline, to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. And your speech title is, I am not ready. Angeline Lai, I am not ready. I am not ready, Angeline.
Thank you. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you are able to see my screen. Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, hold on. Next is I need to pin timer. Hold on. Timer. Where are you? Where is our timer? I couldn't locate you. Sorry.
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Okay, I can see you now. Right, let me start. Very good evening, fellow distinguished Toastmasters, members and guests. For the Toastmaster in the room, how many of you have spoken in table topics before? Type in me in the chat now. All right, I see some response. Thank you. For those who have never started, are there any reasons for not starting? Let me try to make a guess. Did you feel that you are poor in your English language? Or you felt very embarrassed? Or is it fear? Or maybe you are just not ready? Don't worry. You are not alone. According to Toastmasters, the purpose of table topics for the speakers is to deliver an impromptu speech within 2 minutes. Table topic is a long-standing Toastmaster tradition intended to help members to develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly and respond to an impromptu speech or topics. Taking on this role improves confidence and impromptu speaking skills. As a beginner, I visited many clubs in my first 2 weeks. It was mind-blowing and full of excitement when I saw how creative the speakers share their stories within 2 minutes. I enjoyed as a listener. Yes, you hear me right. As a listener. Why? Because I am not ready as well. And I felt pressure to speak in front of people who speak better English than me. However, I do not stop there. There are numbers of testimony taken from the articles in Toastmaster magazines. Dr. Suman Dash, distinguished Toastmasters. He was a plastic surgeon, and according to him, table topics inspire him to join Toastmasters. He found this has helped him to have a better listening skill to his patients, was enhanced by his table topics trainings. Another person, as for Lynn Gooderek, Thunderbird Toastmaster from Canada. Table topics incorporate practical aspect, helps her practice handling interview questions. From China, our Miss Universe Suri San. She was invited to be our previous guest in our August meeting. She shared that participating in table topic has made her confident to speak on stage in the Miss Universe contest. Would you like to know what are the tricks and tips for becoming a better table topics? Type in 1 in the chat if you would like to know. Thank you. I see a lot of people eagerly with excitement. Let me demonstrate the way how to answer the questions for making your bed as one of the table topic examples. With the prep, there's 4 models here. With the prep models, point, reason, example, and point. This is how it goes. I never make my bed because my lovely husband will do it for me. I'm a morning person. I usually wake up early than my husband. By doing that, as long as I'm not the last person to wake up, he will do the job. So this is the prep model you can use. Next, the chronological model by sharing the past, present, and future. As a child, I used to hate making my bed. But now, after watching Marie Kondo, I realized making a bed could also transform life. I will educate my kid to make it as good as a good habit until they grow older. Third model, the power of 3. Structure your speech in 3 points. Discipline, making bed train a person discipline. Organize, it keeps the bedroom organized and tidy. Third, habit, taken from the book, The Power of Habit, making your bed every morning is correlated with better productivity, a greater sense of well-being, a stronger sales as sticking with budget. Last example, the pendulum model. Making your bed shows discipline and that you know an order mind. On the other hand, you don't make your bed, you might be seen as more creative person who do not bound with rules. Then you can end up with a resolutions. So let me stop sharing my screen. Last August, what I have done is I've joined the 5 days challenge, participate in the organized by the Breakthrough Toastmaster Club. And I applied the techniques in my 5-day speech. And guess what? Out of the 20 participants from the different nations, and out of excitement, I won the second runner-up. With this tip, I am ready. And ever since then, whenever I visited a club, I will participate in table topics. Table topics is a gym for the brain. When mental worked out for me, it trained my mind to think fast. With Courageous, I have won quite a number of best table topic speakers awarded by different clubs. To end my speech with a quote, I encourage yourself, believe in yourself, and love yourself. Never doubt who you are. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, are you ready? Back to you.
Thank you, President Angeline. That was a wonderful, wonderful encouragement for all of us to take up table topics. And that's going to come up next as well. So I'm expecting everyone to just jump in and, want to give their impromptu speeches tonight. And I especially enjoyed that four models as well of a successful table topic speech. Thank you very much, Angeline. And now on to the next speaker. I'd like to call upon Erica Goh, one of our very own Venus Toastmasters Club member, to introduce the next speech assignment, the speaker, as well as the title of the speech. Over to you, Erica Goh.
Today's speaker is Jane. So Jane speech purpose statement is the purpose of this project is for the member to identify his or her primary leadership style or styles, and also for the member to share some aspect of his or her primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Jane's speech title for today is My Idea of Leadership. This is a pathway level 2.1 persuasive influence. So over to Jane. Jane, my idea of leadership.
Thank you, Pei-Ling. Let me pin the speaker first. Sorry, but let me pin the timer. I cannot find the timer.
Can you locate me?
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. My ideal of leadership. Before I start my speech, I would like to ask questions. What will you choose for your career if you have a chance? 1, a specific role in a big company. 2, a multitasking role in a small company. And number 3 is a pioneer with a different role in a startup company. So you can give me your response by typing 1, 2, or 3. I see some of us choose 3 and 1, right? So 2 years ago, I just graduated and I was looking for a job. I received several offers at that time. I have different imaginations on my first career when I was a newbie. So give us a guess again, which offer that I would choose at that time. Before I open the guess, right, let me share about my idea of leadership. My idea of leadership is being able to inspire others, motivate, set a vision, communicate, respect others, and of course, the most important, lead by example. During the period of time, I feel that there's one company, the leader is very inspiring. They are very good communicators and they have a clear direction on what they want to achieve. So I choose number 3. That's right. I go with a pioneer as a pioneer with a different role, including marketing role and a HR role in a startup company. But unfortunately, how I find out the way that lead was not really it was uncomfortable after several months with them. I started to doubt myself. Am I not suitable with the leadership style that I admire? Or what's wrong with me? What happened to me? Why I couldn't adapt in that culture? I have a lot of negative feelings. For example, I grown tired of unexpected outcomes resulting of lacking preparation. The reason why I feel this because I wish to be informed upfront of any changes before or not after the fact. So I start to think a lot of different negative impacts, or I doubt myself negatively. But then I realized that the leadership style of those management team isn't the style which is democratic style that I admire at the first place. The leaders are starting managing the team. They dream big but no action. They're able to talk openly, but they don't respect other people's feedbacks or ideas. So when I talk about democratic style, right, is there anyone understand about democratic style? If yes, please type 1. Yeah, I see that's, let me give you a very quick idea about democratic style. And another questions before I start democratic style is, do you prefer democratic style or you are different type of democratic style person? So let's type to, if you are a democratic style leadership person. Well, I see there's quite a number of persons who a democratic style person. So democratic leaders is decentralized authorities. It's actually a characteristic that they are more encourage participations in decision making, means that they are more willing to go into the participations with when they have to do the decisions making. So in this time of process, those leaders can build the confidence in the followers to have faith on you in order to able to lead, and they believe in you because you are in the method or the communications field when you making this decision. So this leader actually are sincere and making decisions based on their moral values, and the followers tend to feel inspired and to take actions and contribute to the group. And the good leaders also tend to seek diversified opinions and do not silence those dissenting voice or those people that offers a less popular point of view. A leaders also that I admire also have to be honest and understanding of who they are, what they know, and what they're capable to do. So to be a successful leader, I think that I have to be convince my followers, not just myself, my superior, but I am worthy of being followed. So throughout the research to understand better of democratic leader at that time, I realized that the company that I will work with is not a ideal leadership style of what I'm looking or I dream of previously. So I wouldn't say it's a bad experience, but it's experience that I feel makes me think back or not being so imaginative of on certain matters. So then I choose to leave the team even in the pandemic, because I think that this is the time when I realized that this is not a leader that I would admire of, then I need to leave the team. And hoping someday I can be this type of leader to lead the team. So as a conclusion, the leaders should continue to lead the team, and the leaders that want me leads to be learn up the leadership skills and lead your future team. And remember, leadership is an action, not a position, and leadership is influence, but not authority. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Jane, for your speech. And now, understanding the styles, the leadership style that is your preferred style, which is the democratic style. Thank you for educating us in terms of what this style entails as well. And all the best with your new ventures as well. Next up, last but not least, is our fourth speaker. And to introduce our fourth speaker, I'd like to call upon distinguished Toastmaster and former district director Christopher Chung. Incidentally, Christopher was also the one who reached out to me to join Venus a few months ago to be a charter member. So very nice to see you here again, Christopher. Welcome, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the evening. Michelle, great to see you again. It's my privilege to introduce the fourth speaker for tonight for Venus Toastmasters meeting is Shavin. I've known Shavin more than 5 years, and the first time I met her was one of the marathons back in Penang Island. Today, she's going to present a speech on level 2, project number 3, and is to introduce to Toastmasters mentoring. For those of you who have the agenda, please go to second page and you will see the purposes there. However, here are the purpose statements for Shavin. The purpose of this project is for a member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some special experience or aspect of previous experience from as a protege, and also how mentor has impacted you. So with this, I would like to introduce the fourth speaker, my Toastmaster journey. My Toastmasters journey, Shavin Chia, over to you.
Thank you, Christopher Chong. I love you so much. Thank you. All right. My fellow Toastmaster and my dear friends, to the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Do you agree with me or not? If yes, can you please type 1 into the chat box? Let me see how many of you agree with this. Thank you, Pei-Chia, Mincy. Yes, Mei-Ho. Wow, so fast. All right, Michelle. Thank you. All right. Yes, Annie. Also, yes, Jane. Thank you, my dear friends. Same as me as well. All right. I do agree with this. Let me share my Toastmaster journey with you back to year 2006. 2006, yes. When I started my Toastmaster journey, I'm like you, know nothing, or maybe just know a little bit about what is Toastmaster. To me, I just know Toastmaster is a place to provide you a stage for you to perform your speech. That's it. So today, this Toastmaster, temporarily due to pandemic, we no longer have any stage, but we do have virtual stage like what we are meeting tonight. So my dear friends, I was with Toastmaster for nearly 10 years. I tell you one secret. I've been taking up almost all of the role except president role. Do you know why? So let me share this with you. Why today I so admire our president, Angeline. You know, she's someone like know nothing, but she dare to take president role, you know. To me, I've been with Toastmaster for nearly 10 years, maybe long enough. That's where that I dare not commit because I know this role is very heavy. So after 10 years later, I got an opportunity for traveling to attend one of the convention in Johor Bahru. That evening, I tell you, my life started shift and transform. I met all these good leaders, extraordinary Toastmaster members. All of them are from Johor Bahru, different clubs, but all of them are from Mandarin clubs. So one of the members invited us to visit their club to learn their club culture. And I tell you, this is amazing. I've been doing clubbing like Angeline, but I never came across to any club like this club. Let me review this club secret to you. How amazing that they are. All these club members, they are very committed. You know, they spend their own pocket money to rent an office. They run their Toastmaster like their own business. And I tell you, this is real thing and not a joke. All these leaders, they committed. They didn't ask the member to pay for the extra fees, but they committed due to they like the culture of Toastmaster. So they set up a place for Toastmaster meeting. Not only that, they use the places to set up a small library, just to help the members, people like you and me, new in Toastmaster, to learn further about what is Toastmaster culture. They take Toastmaster as an education. So if you like to know more about Toastmaster, you can go to the library and rent the book, and everything are FOC to their members. On top of that, they do have the board for them to put all the news updates about their club updates, when are their meetings, and besides that, they also update all the Toastmasters features, how to be the good speaker and how to win the contest. All the informations are all you can find from the board itself. Amazing, isn't it? What do you think, Michelle? Right? Yes, good. I agree with you, Michelle. So what turns my journey from say no to yes in the end to accept this heavy role? And surprisingly, for the next year, I do have this opportunity came to me, which is, if let's say before I met this mentor or these friends, I think I may not accept this opportunity. So come to the next year immediately, I have this area director role offer. So in my Toastmaster journey, I never been any president before, but straightforward, upgraded to area director. So because of this mentor, okay, I really feel moved and inspired because of his sharing with me. Then in the end, despite of my busy schedule, like Christopher or like any one of you, but I still dare to commit. So I tell you, my dear friends, in Toastmaster, this is called spirit. What we receive, we give back. Toastmaster is a good place for us to build a leader. Before you become a leader, you must follow through the leaders. So if you have the mentor, I will say congratulations. In my journey, my mentor is besides club assigned to me, the same time also I find my own club mentor. Sorry, not the club mentor. I find my own mentor. People like example, just now Christopher mentioned he met me 5 years ago. I think more than five years, all right? But I can't remember exactly. But after I met Christopher, like, I really like his spirit, the way how he give to Toastmaster and the way how he shared all the benefit, all the experience that he gained or he learned from Toastmaster. He's one of the mentors that inspire me the most. So, my dear friends, you have come to the right place. As Toastmaster, we assign the mentor to help you to grow your journey. Let me share with you, this is my definition, how I define the mentor. The mentor to me is the one who brings you success, who show you the way and the path, who really leads you from their own act. They are not there only to telling you what to do, but they will show you. Example, we have the TI. They won't only tell you that go to TI search, everything is in TI. They won't do that. They will show you, they will bring you, they will guide you, they will do the Zoom meeting together with you. So you don't have to feel worried that you know nothing about Toastmaster. All right. So a good mentor to me is the one who really know what you want to achieve. What is your goal? They will help you to design, will help you to have the breakthrough. If you dare not do your first speech on the stage, the mentor will help you and guide you. So you are not alone there. And a good mentor, they won't leave you alone to face your problem. They were there to accompany you. Okay? So mentor is someone, I feel that when I in need, they won't leave me alone there. And they will appear to me timely. So to the world, remember, the mentor may be just one person, but to one mentee, the mentor is their world. So my dear friends, last but not least, here I would like to express my praise and gratitude to Toastmaster and to all these mentors who has been with me together, including our Christopher Chong. All right, thank you so much. Back to you, Michelle.
Thank you, Toastmasters Serene. And thank you so much for promoting Toastmasters Club. I don't know, I feel the excitement in the air, in your voice, your energy. It's always a pleasure to listen to you speak as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what it is, right? It feels like the last the four speakers we've had today have been, you know, each one has just basically brought out the best in Toastmasters. From the first speaker introducing herself, it's a place of getting to know one another and to network with one another. Second speaker, Angeline, spoke about table topics, which is one of our key sessions within our meetings. Third speaker talked about the different leadership styles, and of course, amongst volunteers, democratic leadership style is a really great style to go with. And finally, of course, the fourth speaker, Serene, speaking about the mentorship that is part of Toastmasters. So, wow, I know I'm VPM in this club, but you guys have done a brilliant job. Thank you so much. And without further ado, I just want to say, we will now have an e-voting poll that will be put up on your screen. Each one of the speakers have given their best, and I would say all of them are winners tonight, but please vote your preferred best speaker for this evening at this time. Thank you. Okay, moving right along it's time for Table Topics, a much anticipated session where we encourage spontaneous, impromptu speeches that help speakers think on their feet. So Angeline has spoken a lot about it. And especially to the guests, I want to encourage you to be brave tonight, to be courageous, and just put your hands up to take up a Table Topics speaking slot, because it's going to be great. It is definitely bound to raise your adrenaline and create great excitement for all of us. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our Table Topics master for this evening, Ree-Sun Tan, who is also a Venus Sergeant at Arms Club officer. So over to you, Ree-Sun.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, Club President, fellow Toastmaster, and guests. Good evening. My name is Ree-Sun. Right now, you are going to have an opportunity to participate in one of the most exciting and excitement part of a Toastmaster meeting, which is the table topic sessions. So as per Angeline introduced, the table topic is also like a gym to our mind. So the purpose of table topic is to help participants to practice and thinking and speaking on their feet. Well, we will never know where we will maybe be asked a tough question in our life. The skills of speaking impromptu will help you to thought out our careers, and also maybe in your life, as like your lover might ask you, what is the difference between me today and yesterday? So to help you to practice all this, today I've prepared a few topics that hopefully will help you meet up the goals. For table topic, they are very short. A table topic presentation should be last within 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the timer will show a green background. 1 minute 30 seconds is yellow, and 2 minutes is red. So you are required to wrap up your speech within 30 seconds after 2 minutes. I would like to invite the first table topic speaker, which is my best friend and a long time old friend. Can I have Benoni? Ben?
Ree-Sun, there's a name type in the chat. First one, we have Jason Chang. Benoni is the second one.
Okay, great, Jason. Okay, thank you, Jason. Thank you for your active participate. Wow, so touch. Okay, Jason, so out of the 6 weekend hobbies here, which question would you like to choose? Which hobby would you like to choose?
In a second, huh?
Which one?
I choose the boy who sit on the bench one.
Oh, reading.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Reading. Okay, for reading, which hobbies do you think are the most difficult for you to develop? So the floor is yours. Listen.
So to me, right, I think the writing is the most difficult hobby that is difficult to develop. Why I say so? At first, writing requires a lot of practice. Let's say today you don't know how to write things, but you want to try to venture in writing. But without practice, you will hard to figure out how to write a good structure of the piece of the articles. So I think that it's difficult because you need to practice and also need to try a lot of time to invest on it, become good writers. So the reason is how to overcome the difficulties. The first thing is try to practice more and more to produce a good writing by looking on the other websites and also try to refer on the blog, because I think the blog is a place for you to release your feelings and ideas. So let's say today you are interested in writing, you can try to practice on the blog so that you can really enjoy, output the things that you read and then share to public. The second thing, why I think it's difficult, because it requires a strong confidence and because you need a lot of the input before you can write good articles. For example, let's say today you spend a lot of time on the working but without readings. I believe that you have faced some difficulty to write out good articles. So instead of just worry about the difficulties, try to think about how to practice and how to enjoy and overcome the difficulties. I believe that you are feel excited when after you have overcome the difficulties and enjoy the output that you have. So in conclusion, I think that writing is a difficult hobby to develop. Why? Because you need a lot of practice. Secondly, you need to read a lot of books before you have a good hobbies that you can develop in writings. So in conclusion, I encourage you all, let's say you want to have good skill in writing. First, maybe you can try out the blog to attract more people to read your articles. The second thing is to read more books, because I think that reading is the best companion for you to develop your ideas and make you evolve more confidence and improve your skills in the future. So back to you. Questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Zation. Yeah, I agree that actually writing is quite difficult, and throughout the writing through blogs and also to structures on our contents, then it will help us to practice also. As in same with in Toastmaster also, when speaking is also one of my challenge, where I started to practice now. Thank you, Jason. Okay, so come to the second. Benoni, right? Benoni, Ben, where are you?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you, Ben. Okay, your turn, Ben. Which hobby would you like to challenge?
Netflix, baby.
Netflix. Okay. Introduce us the movie that you like the most. Introduce us the movie that you like the most. So the floor is yours, Benoni.
Thank you, Table Topics Master Risant. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is Benoni from Jabo GBS Toastmasters Club. With the question or the table topics, the movie that I would like to introduce to all of you would be the Harry Potter series. I believe most of us have watched the series of Harry Potter probably in the cinema or online. This series of movies came to my mind at the first time I saw the question on the screen, because some of my friends say that somehow I look like the Harry Potter himself. I'm not sure is it true or not. You can have give me your answer in the chat. 1 if yes, no for 2. Well, some say yes, thank you. And of course, Harry Potter is handsome. By the way, why I would recommend Harry Potter series, because I think it is a movie that consists of a lot of mysteries and also wonders. And apart from there, I feel that the friendships, the love in between the students and also the friends are something that I really admire. And of course, the plot of the movie it's also interesting that it attracts me a lot. Other than that, the cast are all experienced and very well act in their casting. So all in all, to summarize, I like the characters in Harry Potter series. The plot is interesting, and also I admire the experience or the performance of the actors. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Risang.
Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I agree with you also. Harry Potter is also my favorite movie, and I didn't realize that you look like Harry Potter until you mentioned just now. Yeah, but yeah, you look like really like Daniel, the
Thank you.
Okay, so next I would like to invite Natalie. Natalie for our topic. Wait, let me share the screen. Okay, Natalie. So for your weekend hobby, which one would you like to choose?
I would go for baking.
Baking. Okay. If your life partner cooks something that you don't like to eat, what will you do? Remember, if your life partner cooks something that you very, oh, okay, this is not my favorite, I don't like to eat that, then what will you do? So the floor is yours, Natalie.
Thank you, Risan. So if my life partner cooks for me something that it's not my preference, and it depends. Okay, if it's still edible, I would still give it a good comment and say very good try, and give him some compliments, to so that next round he would try it again to make it better. So how do I comment and give him things to improve? What are the things that he can do in the different ways of cooking? So if it's non-edible, like it is so bad to eat, if it's like too salty and too spicy, I will try my best to even finish out, because for a person, if let's say they have not been cooking their whole entire life or even baking, it is very difficult. A lot of energy, a lot of effort that they have put it out for us to eat, for us to enjoy. So by doing that gesture, it's actually like they could say it's a indirect way of showing their love to you, although they are not very good at it. So it's okay if your partner is not a good cooker or baker. Just take the guts and eat everything. Worry if your stomach gets upset later. Worry it later. You have meds to take care later. Of course, do not go and consume poison food. Yeah, over to you, Risan. Thank you, Natalie. Natalie, you mind if I ask if you are still single and available? Because I think you are a very good lover. You encourage. Yeah. Are you still single? Yes, I am still single.
So Natalie is open. Please, gentlemen on the floor, if you have some handsome man that can recommend to Natalie, please welcome to do so. You can PM Natalie later. Okay. Okay, next will be John. John, will you like to try, right? So John.
Yes. Well, can you see me? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, John. Come.
I would like to pick the cycling.
Cycling. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So John, for you, what is the activity that you have never done and you would like to try out once in your lifetime? You didn't, the activity that you have never done, but you would like to try out once in your lifetime. What is the activities? The floor is yours, John.
Then when I get this question, the first thing came into my mind is that I would like to try on those adventure activities such as bungee jumping, paradising. This is something I would like to try since I was a kid. Is given a chance for me to try it in the future. If I met someone is adventurous and the person is willing to accompany me to do this kind of activity, I will go for it. What is the factor that hidden me from doing this is that I am experiencing a slight disc in my back as I can't do those adventure activity. So in future, I wish someone can look after me when I playing this. What I would like to try this is we only live one. So I would like to live my life to the fullest. In order to make my life in the fullest, aside for achieving what I think is important in my life, I also wish that I could do something that is out of my comfort zone. For instance, those adventure activity, in fact, is considered dangerous. even though in the insurance policy they did cover that if you die or you make some accident due to this kind of adventure activity, they are not covered. You are not under cover. That's why when I meet someone in my life and the person is willing to risk their life with me, so I will give a try for it. In short, I always believe that we should do something that we always want to do, because you will never know when you will leave this world. So you need to try to make your life meaningful by doing something great to yourself. Thank you.
Well said, John. I agree with you. We only live once in our life. In Cantonese, we got one movie say, 人生有幾多個十年啊? How many 10 years you have in your life, right? So never live in regrets. This is also one of my advice to myself. So I would like to check with timer. Is it we still have extra time for next?
I think I'm afraid we are already over time, Risa.
Oh, okay, sorry. Then, because I saw Chan Jing Wang is interested to join, but never mind, Jing Wang. Next time you join us in our next meeting, okay? Next, the first Friday, the 1st October, you join us. Then you volunteer yourself for the table topic. So, okay, so I would like to invite all of you to, as in from our 4th speaker, I would like to invite you all to select which is the best speaker of table topic tonight. So SAA, please help to launch the poll, please. Okay, the poll will be end 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. So I would like to hand over to TOE. TOE, over to you.
All right. Thank you, Table Topics Master Risan, for managing this most exciting table topic session for us this evening. I must say, for the very first time in Venus Toastmasters Club, the table topics section has been oversubscribed. So that's really wonderful news. I thank you all for putting your hands up eagerly, contributing to the excitement in the air this evening, as well as in the chat group. So thank you very much. Without further ado, actually, before we go for our break, I'd like to invite all of you to please turn on your videos, because we would like to take a quick group photo. So turn on your videos and put on your best smile. And Kesta, if you would, or Mincy, if you would please take the photograph for us.
Okay, so everyone please prepare. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, wait. Okay, for the second page, please keep smile also. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, sure. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Nancy. We will now go on for a very short break. I'd suggest we take as quick a break as possible. So if you need to make a pit stop to the restroom, please do so. Grab your drinks or hot drinks and do come back to us in front of your computer screen. So I'd like to suggest we take about a 4-minute break. Okay, and we all come back together. So see you in 4 minutes. And if I could have the Zoom master, please put up the timing so we know that when 4 minutes are up. For those of you who would like to stay on to chit chat with one another, please do so as well. But the timer will be on there. So see you back in 4 minutes.
Hi, Angeline. Nice to meet you. I'm Jason from Toastmasters Club. Yeah.
Hi, welcome, Jason.
May I know your club? When is the contest? Do you organize a contest for your club?
Yes,
the
we
club
will
contest.
have our contest. Yes.
When is
yes,
it?
on the November What's the date already?
13.
VPE.
November 13.
13, yeah. Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Rachel.
I can see you got a lot of members joining in. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
You guys are seeking for the club to do joint contest. I got my club member is quite small, so we need to find the club to join contest with our club. Yeah, so still sticking on it. Yeah.
See, you can reach out to our VPE and see what are the we can plan something out. I think it's possible. I'm not sure how many members you have for now. Yeah.
Oh,
you can reach out to our VPE, Savin, just now the last speakers for the mentorship.
Okay, I'll try to connect with her.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Angeline.
Hi, Angeline. I'm Jenny from Singapore.
Hi, Jenny.
Moms at SG Family Toastmaster. Thanks for the invitation. I thought some of them would be here, but I think they are not here today.
Siti is here today. I saw Siti.
Is it so?
Siti Aisha.
Siti Aisha.
Hi,
Yes.
Jenny.
I can't see too many people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
Welcome.
Thanks.
How,
Yeah.
how do you find the clubs?
I didn't catch the evaluators. Yeah, but table topics is good. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I like the way they did it. Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
Angeline, I'm interested in how they do the poll online like that, where you just click that. Is there a particular software?
It's actually using Zoom. You can reach out to our SAA. Later, I can pass you our SAA contact. Risan actually tonight's the table topic master was our ESCO as well. She's the SAA. She's a master of Zoom. So you may reach out to her.
So actually, it's a Zoom poll.
Yes, it's part of the Zoom features.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Aisha, later maybe we can have chit chat after this.
And hi, Risan.
Hi.
Yeah, so you're SAA. I'm also SAA of the SG members.
Okay.
Yeah.
SG mothers just I think just chartered very recent, right? I saw.
Yeah.
June
So
30th.
we're the same type of club. Yours is all ladies, but the only difference is ours, it's strictly mummies.
Yes. Yeah, it's about the same time. We chartered on 19th June and Moms Singapore chartered on 30th June.
Correct.
So yeah, pretty close. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks for the invitation.
Thanks for the invite.
Correct. So I thought
hope
I'm
you
trying to visit all the ladies club. There are some in the US as well, but I don't think I can.
The time zone,
unless I sacrifice my sleep, wake up 5 a.m. or 3 a.m. I know there's another one in District 51, right? There's another lady.
I think yes, but I'm not sure the name. We have our district, a few district director here as well. We have division director. Maybe they can.
I went.
Maybe.
District
Yes.
Toastmasters Club. That one is mainly for women entrepreneur.
Oh, the other one is an entrepreneur. I think in
Yes,
US,
for women entrepreneur.
ladies entrepreneur club as well in US. In fact, yours is,
Okay.
I can't remember the name. And then I was like, wow, so actually I realized in the US has quite a number of female leaders or ladies club. Yeah. I've actually attended one last term also. But what happens, they actually admit male members after a while. They started female, and they accept male members. So I was like, okay. Quite different.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for coming back to the room. And I note that our guest Jenny was speaking about a US club. I invite you to continue with that conversation later this evening towards the end of our club meeting. However, right now we'd like to proceed to a very important, a third key aspect of our Toastmasters Club meeting, which is the evaluation session. So in Toastmasters, we basically learn everything by doing. So each speech and table topics are evaluated and each speaker receives feedback. So that way we improve ourselves throughout our Toastmasters journey. So at this time, I'd like to welcome back our General Evaluator, KK Lim from Motorola, Penang Toastmasters Club. I'm making up for the oversight I had earlier on. GE, KK, please lead us in the evaluation section of this meeting. The floor is now yours.
Thanks, Michelle. Yes, as explained by Michelle, evaluation session is one of the important sessions that we have in every single Toastmasters meeting. Definitely, I'm not doing the evaluation alone. I have the core players, role players to help me. As you can see from the agenda, I will start with the evaluation first, then only the technical report sessions. So for our counter and timer, please also take note on the evaluator's time and unnecessary words. I will ask you to share the reports. With that, let me start with our first evaluator, June Bay, to evaluate Annie. The floor is yours, June.
Thank you, KK. Let me find Annie. Okay. Annie, congratulations on your very first speech in Toastmaster. That is your ice breaking. Your story inspired me. In fact, I was glued to your speech throughout the whole session, and I didn't put down any of my notes on evaluation. So I actually, so after hearing your story, this quote come to in my mind. When life put you in tough situation, don't say, why me? Say, try me. So let me start with some of the things that you have done very well. First is your clarity of your message. Your message is very organized. I would say you have put it a very good opening that actually attract all the audience's attention. Besides that, you also use a very good variety of your vocal. And I like especially on your pauses that you do, that you're able to give the space to me, for me to go through the emotion together with you. Thirdly, would be your eye contact. I can really feel you through the screen. I feel that you are looking and speaking to me, heart to heart. However, if there's any suggestion for you to work further or improvement, I will put two suggestions. Firstly, will be your engagement with your audience. So I realized that you do not have any window for us for you to ask us questions or even leave some question for us to type in the chat box. I think if you really have that include in your speech, that will really be fantastic. Secondly, will be your body gesture. At first, I also see there is some hand gesture, like you're sleeping, but towards the end, middle to the end, I think that has been slowing down. So I really hope that that will encourage you to do in the next speech. In overall, I like your story, your clarity of your message, and your pauses that you write on the sweet spot. However, on the side note, I would like to see your engagement with the audience and also some gesture. I really looking forward for your next speech, Annie. Thank you. Over to you, KK.
Thanks, June, for the evaluation. Basically, I like June's evaluation because of two things. First, she used the common sandwich method that you will notice in, you try to catch that in the next evaluator later. What is sandwich method? You try about what do you like about the speakers? The good thing first, then some room for improvement, then a summary to encourage the speakers to move on. So this is the first thing. Second thing, she has a very clear structure in her evaluation that I could catch clearly what are the points that I should keep on doing in my next speech and how could I improve, even though I'm not a speaker. So let's learn from the evaluator. With that, I'll invite the next evaluator for the second speaker, Distinguished Toastmaster Ricky Su, to evaluate. Ricky, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate Angeline for becoming a top winner in an international people topic challenge. Kudos and well done, Angeline. Right from the beginning, you have called me to a common experience. My English wasn't that good. I had fear on stage, and I definitely was not ready for table topics. You not only engage with me, but also with the audience. As I saw you ask questions at the beginning and also at the very end. You also asked the audience to type into the chat box, not once, but twice, and I could see there were many responses. With that, it shows that you, as a speaker, you are not only doing a speech for yourself, but you have audience in mind during your speaking. Secondly, this is a research speech, and I find that you have quoted a lot of information from well-known speakers, leaders in Toastmasters, even including the Miss Universe, her event. I was there also. I agree so much with you. So it shows that you have scouted for enough information from among the speakers and leaders in Toastmasters. Thirdly, your speech has got a lot of learning value as you share the 4 models to do table topics completed with examples. And I would say that 4 models could have taken 1 hour workshop, but then you have summarized and given us an introduction within 7 minutes. Well done. So I guess you have impacted your club members today, and I'm here. I'm ready to help you to conquer a bigger stage even outside Toastmasters. 2 suggestions. Number 1, you can consider adding variety on the sources that you quoted from or the information that you research from outside Toastmasters as well, especially if you talk to non-Toastmasters members. For example, some books, some articles, some scholarly works, and even famous people like Tony Robbins, I'm sure they have something to say about impromptu speaking. That will help convince even more people to your viewpoint. Secondly, I see that there's one big treasure in your slides, that is 4 models. And I'm imagining to myself, if you could break up the 4 models into 4 different slides with clear explanation for each one, and that will help audience to better understand each one and focus on each as you explain. So I would say that, ladies and gentlemen, after today's talk, I hope that you are ready for table topics, because as Angeline said, table topics is the gym for our mind. And in my opinion, your speech has been engaging, quoted well, and also has got learning value. Just consider my idea for more variety of sources and work on the slides. I think if you can consider this, you not only conquer just the club members, but also a bigger stage. Back to you.
Thanks, Ricky, for giving such a comprehensive evaluation. See, from our second speaker, I noticed that he really kept attention to what speaker delivered during the speech, gave examples in encouraging tone. The tone is very important as an evaluator, especially out of Toastmasters. When you evaluate someone, you need to keep the tone like an encouraging, right? So, and also I like some of the examples that he gave to our speaker. Add in something from the known people that people know about that, so to add more spices. Thanks, Ricky, for sharing the evaluation. Next, I would like to invite our third evaluator, Erica Go, to evaluate Jane. Erica, the floor is yours.
Thank you. May I know where's the timer?
Here, I'm here.
I cannot find the timer.
You see. Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good evening to everyone. Today I am the evaluator for the third speaker, Jane. The topic of the day is my idea of leadership. First of all, I would like to congratulations Jane for deliver a very good speech. Jane have a very good opening, which give us an idea of 3 different style company. for the multinational company is a specific role and multitasking role in a small company or a pioneer role in a startup company. And second of all, Jane's speech has a very good structure. She gave us what kind of company is there in the market, and then also after that deliver what kind of leadership is there, and also talk about what is a bad leaders and what is the good leaders, that demographic leaders that she wants. And Jane's used a lot of very good words like micromanaging and dream big and no action, and also tell us that a democratic leaders should let us worth of being followed, and also admire and also leadership is an action and not a position. So this tells us what is a good leadership in Jane's interpretation. And Jane have do a lot of interaction with audience. He always asks us to tick 1, 2, 3 in the chat box, and this is very good. And I have a few suggestions to Jane. First of all, Jane, I would like you to have a sweet smile and more facial expression, because you seems to be very serious in your speech. And second of all, you may elaborate more on why do you choose number 3? Why do you choose a pioneer role in a startup company? And lastly, another suggestion is the conclusion that match with the opening, that connection, that demographic leadership. How is it connect to the 3 types of company in the beginning of your speech? Do you think which type that you can find the demographic leadership? And lastly, we want to give a very big clap and or a thumbs up for James in the chat box for the courage of leaving the company in the pandemic time. Not everyone has that kind of courage, and wish you all the best for Jane. Thank you.
Thanks, Erica, for the evaluation. Personally, I like the point that you mentioned about conclusion to match with the opening. Most of the time, when we are delivering our speech videos, one of our target is to how could we leave something in the readers or the audience heart. So the conclusion matching with the opening is one of the important thing. When people can't even remember your opening, what is your opening? Raise that up at your conclusion to bring them back. What is the purpose of your speech to make them remember? Perhaps some suggestion for Erica. You mentioned about Jane used a lot. Jane had some interaction. So just you might use, I like Jane's examples because what? That will make the opinion sounds like, yeah, coming from you, you are not saying like Jane's do what, but it is from you, your sincere opinion to help her. Right, that's my evaluation for our 3rd evaluator. Oh, next, our important evaluator. Let's welcome our 4th evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Christopher, to give his evaluation to Sabine. Christopher, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Opa. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to hear and listen to Sabine's speech tonight. She started off so passionate. As you can hear the way she speaks, the way she delivered the speech, it is so passionate, as though as she just won 4D just now, that she just won first prize and is so excited to share with you her story, her journey of Toastmasters, that she won 4D. It is because of one thing, right? Because she speaks from passion, she speaks from sincerity, and she speaks from the heart. That is why her voice follows according to her story. And that's why we can feel it. I can feel it, how excited she is when she delivered the story. And that is how you control your pace and your audio. You don't have to fake it. Just speak from your heart and it will come out on its own. Secondly, she started off with a lot of questions, and that is what we call engagement of audience. Today we're on virtual. So because we can't say raise your hand because it's hard to see. So it's a type in 1, type in 2, so that you can see engagement comes in. And that's how you build relationship with your audience. And that is what I would like to applaud Sherwin for doing a great job in her delivery for tonight. They're all done. She uses chronological, which is started from the day she joined Toastmasters to today who she is and how much she has changed. She tells us a story of how step by step. And when you tell a story, there's no such thing as you forgot your speech because you are telling your story. How can you forget your speech? How can you forget your experience, guys, right? So even you forget, you just put in something, nobody will know that it's fake because people will just listen to your story. So that's the best part of telling story, because anything can be fake, anything can be real, it still sounds real. That is how chronological speech that she used. Great engagement, things are done very nicely. She started off with the content and she ended up with a speech. Now, if I'm given the opportunity to present that speech, because of the heart that she has, excitement that she has, I would like to use that to leverage on this content that I'm about to share, Sherwin. Number one, I would like to restructure your speech in a way that you start off with what is mentor definition to you? How mentor is to you? What mentor is to you? So at least you understand and we understand how you look at mentors. Mentors are the people who push you to the front. Mentors are people to be available to you when you need help. Then you move on to your JB's story, how he has changed you, how he has impacted you, explore your eyes and open up your eyes of what you can do to this NGO. And then followed by your AD's leadership, how the mentors have helped you to move on to become a leader. And then you finally close with a summary of how all this experience has changed you as a protege, how he has impacted you to take up steps that you dare not take, but you took it and become an area director. And that has changed your life forever. So this is something that I would like to restructure it. And finally is the framing of your camera. I would like to guide you on a 2/3 where I'm sitting, you can see half of my body, 2/3, you can see hands coming automatically. Because when you speak from your heart, your hand speaks with you. So with this, it's just the structure and the camera. You've done a good job. Thank you. Back to you, KK.
Thanks, Christopher. Basically, I like your evaluation because of two things. In your speech, you're always funny. You add some jokes in here and there. And I admire the eye contact. As an evaluator, I always need to read from the paper or read from the screen, but you were like giving a speech that you have prepared earlier. So that's one thing I wish to learn from Christopher. And yeah, another important thing that I think, metaphor. He used metaphor like to describe Sherwin delivered a speech just like her. She has won 4D, right? The metaphor used is kind of important to emphasize the strength of the speaker. I would, as a general evaluator, I noticed some other speaker, definitely not Christopher, they use metaphor to describe the weakness. So try not to use metaphor to describe someone. You were like moving around like, are you counting steps? Don't use that example because if I were the speaker, I would feel really bad because you say I'm like walking around to count my step. Right. With that, thanks for all the evaluators. Next, I would like to invite, yes, my technical support session. So I would like to invite our grammarian, Crystal, to share the grammar report.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. It's my first time, so bear with me. All right. So kudos to our Miss President, Angeline. I think she used the word excitement the most times. And okay. So for the speakers, we had Annie for the first one. I was too engrossed in her speech that I actually forgotten to take all the improper grammar usage. But I was actually touched by the words that she used to make ends meet, during her speech, and also to further elaborate trials and tribulation as well. Next, for Angeline, which is the second speaker, she used "did you felt" instead. She could have used "did you feel." Angeline did a good job by using mind-blowing to elaborate her words, and also the term "gym for the brain." That's the first time hearing that. So next we have Jane, whereby she used "go with the pioneer." Instead, she could have used "went with the pioneering company." She did well in the term "lead by example" to illustrate the leadership skills. And next, something that you don't hear often is she did well is in the words "dissenting voice." Next, we had Serene. Her quote that she says to all the mentors, "You might be one person, but you are the world." To the mentee, "you are the world," to illustrate her definition of mentors. And last but not least, I think I like John's phrase of "you only live once." That's all I have for today.
Thank you, Crystal. Oh, don't worry about the first time, because you did very well and you catch all the nice words from the speakers, and there's no right or wrong and how could a grammarian report looks like. We just do our best and evaluate based on our knowledge. So well done on that. Next, I would like to invite the accounter. Let me pass the floor to Alison Yun.
Thank you, GEKK. Hi, everyone. I'm Alison. May I present to you my R counter report of this evening? Okay, I'll share screen to you so that you have a better visual aid. So for our first speaker, Annie, she did very well. I tried my very best to detect any filler words, but I couldn't. So kudos to you, Annie. And for our President, Angeline, all right, only two, one one so. As for Jane, our third speaker, you have four two four so. And I realized that you repeat the word "and" several times, all right? As for our fourth speaker, Servin, you have five so's, one you know, three all rights, one and you repeated two times how to. As for our table topic speaker, Jason, you have three five so's, one like. That's all. In total, we have you have 9 filler words. As for Banani, 1 3 1 and that's all. 5. As for Natalie, 1 3 so's, 1 you know, 2 ands, and the result is 7 filler words. And as for John, 1 and 1 n. As for our evaluator, June, you have 2 1 and 1 so. As for Ricky, I couldn't detect any again. And as for our third evaluator, you have 2 r's, 5 4 1 so, and 2 n. And you repeated that for several times as well. And as for Christopher, well done, no filler words detected. Thank you. That's all for my report. Back to you, GEKK.
Thanks, Alison, for the clear explanation, even with the visual aids. Yeah, that was really clear. I missed out one evaluator just now, which is a table topics evaluator. Let's pass the floor to Rachel, our area director.
Thank you, KK. Before I start my evaluation, may I check, John, are you first time take up as a table topic?
No.
Oh, no. Well, okay, thanks for your confirmation. I feel that tonight, Angeline's speech is very successful because her speech encouraged. We have two table topic speakers attempt their first trial. Natalie is attempting her first trial as a table topic speaker tonight. Same for Benoni. Benoni stepped out from his comfort zone by trying the table topic outside from his home club. So let's give them applause, a round of applause. Okay, let me start. Jason, which hobby do you think that the most difficult for you to develop? When you start your speech with "so to me," it makes me that I would like to continue to listen about what is your story. I like the way that you attract me. I noticed that we have a lot of the speakers, they use what do you think? But your beginning of your speech is so different that make me attract of it. And I also noticed that you started your speech almost immediately when you received the question. So I would like to propose that you might not need to rush to start your table topic so that I'm able to, so that you can structure your sentence. Like for example, from your delivery, I initially heard about your first point to learn about writing is to practice and follow with the confidence to do the right thing. Then after that, during the summary, I heard that your first point is to practice and you need to read a lot of books in order to overcome your writing. So my proposal for you is you may not need to rush to start your table topic so that you can structure your content about how difficult is the writing. Then after that, you said that practice to write in a box, then the confidence to write in a box is also very important. And you may repeat it during your summary. Next, for Benoni, introduce us the movie that you like the most. I like the way that you engage with us when you share about your favorite movies by ask us to type in the whether or not we like it, about what we like it. And I observed that when you started your speech, you are like your eyes is looking around because you are thinking while you are talking. So probably you might want to stop for a while and think about it. Not too worried. I know that you are nervous, so you may have a deep breath before you start your speech. Natalie, if your life partner cooks something that you don't like to eat, what will you do? I love the way that Natalie presented. She presented from her heart, bottom of her heart, that she is very kind to eat all that her life partner cooked for her. Because this is another kind of show love to her life partner. Since this is a first time for Natalie to try the table topic, and I noticed that when she present, she continue with her, I mean, from sentence to sentence, there is no transition or there is no pause. So if she can have a little bit of pause, then I think it will help to reduce her nervousness. John Ho, what is the activity that you have never done and would like to try out once in your lifetime? I like the speech that delivered by John is very inspiring. Like, for example, we live our life in a fullness and do something out of our comfort zone. While for the area of improvement, I do not catch any. So that's all from me. KK, back to you.
Thanks, Rachel, for the evaluation. One important thing I learned from the table topics evaluation is because the evaluation was after the table topics, some of us might forgot the topics that the speakers were answering. So thanks for reminding us before you evaluate every one of them and bring out the good examples and some of the room for improvements. Thanks, Rachel. Next, I would like to invite our last role players to help me, which is the timer. Let's invite our timer today. Everyone was keep finding you just now. Evelyn Chong, yeah, it's your time to share the time report.
Thank you, KK. May I present you the prepare speech of today? Our first speaker, Annie, is actually on time 6 minutes. Angeline 6 minutes 41 second on time. Jen Lee also 7 minutes on time. Servin is a little bit slightly over time by 10 seconds. For the table topics, we have a four speaker. So Jason is actually 2 minutes and 05 seconds. Benoni is 2 minutes 10 seconds. John Ho is actually 2 minutes and 1 second. So Natalie is the one that on is the evaluator. The first June is actually 2 minutes 27 seconds. Ricky 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Erica is actually 3 minutes 26 seconds. Alice is 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So in only Junpei is actually on time, but then all others is quite near to each other. This is my report, and I owe back to you, KK.
Thanks, Evelyn. Hold on first. I have minor correction on the report. In Toastmasters, we always have 30 seconds of the I would say range, I mean, for the speaker. So for the speech, for table topics, for example, we have 2 minutes, then they have 30 seconds more for the time limit. So within 2 minutes and 30 seconds, still consider within the time. But this only happened in Toastmasters, not in traffic light. Don't leave the 30 seconds, you just rush. You get the summon, then I can't guarantee that. So just to mention about Toastmasters. So same for the speeches, for 5 to 7 minutes, the maximum limit for the speaker will be 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Yep.
Okay.
Anyway,
okay.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the detailed tracking. Yes, I like the visual inspection. I mean, visual aids that you show the reports. Right, so finally, it's my turn to share the overall evaluation for this meeting. First of all, thanks, Michelle, for inviting me to join this wonderful meeting, because I feel the club is really different from other clubs. I bet that is the asset and that is the culture of Venus Toastmasters Club. I joined quite late, 7:55 p.m. only I able to join because I was rushing for something else. But then when I first joined, everyone was chatting. It felt like it's in a family meeting that everyone was sharing their daily jobs and life, how their hobbies. So the feeling is actually the asset, the culture of the club. Just keep that on because that's the important thing, that why the new members should join your club, because they like the culture, because they like the feeling of the family. Keep that on. The attendance is another amazing thing that I found from the club. A lot of guests, more than 40 people. In my club meeting, I hardly get more than 20. But I'm not sure whether it is only this time, but every time, just keep that up, because I think the atmosphere, the meeting, the number of people is very important. When you attend a club meeting, only less than 10 members are there, then you feel like, am I in the right club or not? But definitely it's not happening in Venus. I like the atmosphere. I like the numbers of the club members and the guests. Toastmasters of the evening and Michelle, yeah, I like the preparation. Basically, when you send me the agenda one day earlier to make sure I registered, I found, hey, is this a new member? But from your sharing just now, I realized the reason behind. You are a HR director. No wonder you did everything so detailed. I learned also recently in my project, because I just changed my role to project management to take over a project, and every day my job is meeting. But how could we make the meeting effective? We need to make sure the role players must attend and know clearly why should they attend and what is their role. And you did that. You sent everything for me. You let me know all the role players before joining the meeting. Make sure I know what to do. Thanks for the detailed actions, I would say. I admire that, because not every club has that habit. It's a good habit. Just keep it on. Table topics master. I would say, wow, what is the energy behind this? There's the scene that I couldn't notice. How can table topics so enthusiastic and excited, can't wait for their turn and keep volunteering? I think I never saw that scenario in my club as well. Perhaps it's our president's speech, I'm not sure, but that's a very good and wonderful finding for me. So I would like to learn more from you guys. Then I'll go through the role players. For grammarian, yeah, I mentioned about your evaluation was detailed. Don't worry about the first time or not, just do it. You will learn, we will learn from doing. Some room for improvements. Yeah, I still need some to give some examples, like how could we improve our meeting. For grammarian, the word of the day, excitement. For me personally, I think a word of the day should be something maybe interesting or we rarely use, but it could be used and practiced in our meeting. For example, what I normally do when I was a grammarian, I go and search what is the synonym of excitement. Perhaps you could use frenzy. Frenzy is a less popular word that you can say, oh, it is an example of uncontrolled or excited behavior or emotions that is sometimes violent. So frenzy is similar to excitement, but it's a little bit different. Sometimes it could come with some violence. So use that kind of word, which is more rarely used by the others, so that the members could learn more. Anyway, that's just my suggestion. And for table topics master, perhaps you could share the topics or the questions twice, so that the speaker or including everyone could get a clearer picture of what is the questions, and also let the speaker have more time to think, oh, how could I answer? Just repeat it 2 times. Even in contest previously, table topics contest, we also make sure we repeated the question 2 times. And minor grammar mistake, as I was DPRM, District Public Relations Manager last term, table topics is a term in Toastmasters that always with a S, table topics, okay? One last thing from me, it's a very common practice, I would say, is not common bad habits that we always use. I catch without further ado more than 5 times in this meeting. Even myself, I did previously practice this. I try to use that to fill in some of the sentences. So try to without further ado, because by saying that, you already wasted a few seconds. So with that, I will end my general reflection session. And thank you for inviting me. I pass the floor back to our Toastmaster of the evening, Michelle.
Thank you, GKK. I would like to express huge thanks to all the excellent feedback and evaluations by the speech evaluators, the technical role players, and your reports, as well as the overall general evaluation. It's truly been an exciting evening, one for me at least as a TOE, and I want to just acknowledge a few people who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make today's meeting a success. So I'd like to acknowledge VPE Serene and the unwavering support from Christine Yoon, as well as Risan, SAA Risan, and Kesta and Mincy. Without each one of you, the technical aspects of this entire meeting would not have been possible. So thank you so much for your support. Again, this evening has been full of excitement for me, and I hope it has been for all of you as well. I love watching the chats because it keeps moving, it's dynamic, and it's been a pleasure being your Toastmaster of the evening for today's meeting. I would like to sign off as TOE and pass this time to President Angeline to move us forward for the rest of our.
Michelle.
Thank you.
Sorry, Michelle, we haven't voted for the best evaluator yet.
Okay. Well, always a good thing. So another exciting time. Let's have a quick e-poll to vote for our best evaluator today. That's correct, because this is also a very important part of our next portion of our program, which is the awards and recognition that our President Angeline will take us through. Over to you, Angeline.
Thank you, Michelle.
The pool and
Missy,
in
yes?
5 seconds. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Mincy. Thanks, Michelle. Let's give a big applause to our TOE tonight. Right, and I also enjoyed the evaluations from KK as well, and of course the rest of the evaluators. So tonight, let's have the award and recognitions. SAA Zoom Master. Who will be the winners of tonight? First, we have the best speech.
Wait, just give Mincy some time to edit because we just got the result.
Yes. Agree. Right. So yes, we got the result. Best Speaker Award, Speech Speaker Awards. Annie, congratulations. Icebreaker. Let's pause for pictures together with me. Who will be taking the pictures?
Give me some time.
Okay. You say 1, 2, 3 lah.
Okay, sure. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations, Annie. Next, we will have the Best Table Topics Award goes to John Ho Tan. I think Tan is your last name, right? KPMG is that right? Tan Joho. Are you still around? Is Tan still around or John?
I think no.
Not in? Okay, never mind. We will send the awards later to her. Move on to the last evaluator, Christopher Chong, Distinguished Toastmaster. Congratulations, best evaluator. Thank you. Photo
next.
session.
Okay, let's ready. Okay, wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, can.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, John is still here. So
Oh, John, where are you? Show your video. Show your camera.
John, where's your video?
Can't locate you, sorry. Someone can pin John, maybe? A quick one.
John, you need to open your video so that we can pin you.
Can? I can't see John.
Yeah, John, you haven't share your video.
I think maybe she's on something. Let's move on. We can send the awards later.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, all the winners. So now we would like to give the certificates of appreciations present to some of our invited guests. KK Lim, Distinguished Toastmasters from Motorola. It's our honor to be to be the general evaluators of business. My tongue twists. Right. KK, are you around?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Okay, camera on. Okay,
Okay.
ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, KK. Next one, we have Christopher Chong, Distinguished Toastmasters as well. Be our general evaluator. Okay, is it general evaluator? I think it's the speech evaluator.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. I think the team is correcting the typo
No worries, no worries. Take your time. Yeah.
because of the late voting. Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1.
Do you want to change, sorry, Mincy, do you want to change the title to speech evaluator first, or you can remove the general and just keep it evaluator, right? Okay.
Yeah, Krista, thank
Okay,
you.
thanks.
Okay, so
1,
1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Last,
you
do
very
we
much.
have? Thank you. I think we still have one more. Ricky Su, Distinguished Toastmaster from USJ Club. One more appreciations.
Yes.
Yeah, we have another appreciations award. Maybe can stop sharing, or you. I think the team will need some time because of the very short notice of the evaluators that squeeze into the slides. Yeah, let us know. Maybe we can present the. Is it ready? SAA.
Wait, wait for the Krista.
Okay, I think it's okay. Maybe we can send the appreciations back to you, Ricky Su, because in the interest of time. So now let's, I think now we can actually do some feedback. May I get most of you, I believe all of you, most of you are Toastmasters. So I would like to hear from each of you and to share your feedback about your experience tonight with winners. So anybody would like to go first? Please unmute yourself and you may share your feedback. Anyone?
Angeline, can I say something?
Yes, Alison.
I just want to say that like previous few meetings, right? I think we tend to be over time a little bit, but I think today we really keep to the time, which is, I mean, really good. And I like how our president, Angeline, she adapt to the situation of our club meeting always be over time, and then you ask the timer to put the times up there. I think that's a really good idea. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Alison, for the encouragement. Alison is our members as well. Who else? Anybody would like to share your thought or any ideas? Maybe it's good as well. We will open for ideas, not only feedback. If you think that maybe you can inject something more for Venus, feel free to share with us.
President.
Anyone? Yeah, Sabine.
Yeah, you always miss my time for the VPE.
Not yet lah, not yet. Now feedback first.
But yeah, you still got time for me, is it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good. All right. I will come later then.
Okay. Anyone? Maybe I can invite Christopher Chong just to share a few words because it's very hard to get a DTM. Christopher so busy, right? Schedule can attend Venus Club.
Hey, good evening. Thank you very much for having me here. In fact, I got a 911 call asking for help. I believe this evaluation slot was supposed to be one of the members, Alice. So she told me that she got some emergency to attend to and ask for help. So I just jumped in for 911 call. Normally weekend at this time I'm cycling. So I just cycled 30 km. So I'll just postpone the rest of my mileage to tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll cycle 200 km, just to let you know. Anyway, it's great to be in this club. I can see all of you are very vibrant, all of you are very close together. Keep it up. And I remember when Venus was about to charter, I was helping Infong, I was helping Winnie to get this club up. In fact, the poster, you know, the small little poster with all your faces, yeah, I helped you guys do that. And I received all your photos in just like within an hour, and within 1 hour I had to come up with the posters and yeah. So I'm glad to see you guys all live in person and not just in photo. And great, please keep it up and continue to motivate each other to grow and thrive as the girl power. So always go for it, ladies. Being a women advocacy and ambassador of my company, I also want to make sure that the women in my company and everywhere that I work with continue to get their equal rights and gender equality. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Christopher.
Let me add up something, all right?
Yes,
yeah, I would like to grab this opportunity to say thank you to Christopher. Seriously, I've been invited him to our Venus, sometime earlier for our meeting. He rejected me. I'm not sure tonight he's here for me or for Alice. Okay, anyhow, I'm really glad that he really made his 911. Okay, just he's very helpful. Seriously, he's very helpful because of Alice couldn't make it very last minute, and he didn't hesitate. So just now he just privately messaged me. He want to bring his daughter for the McDonald's. I feel so sorry for that. Christopher, once again, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe KK Lim to end the feedback because I think we are running short of time as well.
I thought I've given a lot of evaluation during my evaluation session already. But basically, I really learned a lot from the team organizing the meeting. It's like, how do you keep everyone on page and know things clearly and make sure everything running smoothly? Well done.
Okay, thank you. Ricky, I think the cert is now up, sorry, from the team feedback from the, are you still around, Ricky Su? Ricky, for your information, he's actually, he have his own short meetings. Maybe you can share your airtime a little bit and promote, right, Ricky? Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad to have the opportunity to practice my evaluation 3 days before my evaluation contest on Tuesday. So thank you for the opportunity. And also I'm glad to be here for the first time. And I just found that this is a new club, just chartered not too long time ago. Thank you, Charter President and your team. And as for my meetings, basically I am trying to solve a problem that is, we might be taking up a lot of time in front of the computer meeting. So not only Toastmasters, but also for other meetings. So why not try some short and sweet meeting where you can actually do the same thing for your club also. If you want to have a 1 hour or less than 1 hour meeting, just for members to do their speeches, and then we all can save some time, I think. So if you're interested, you're welcome to contact me, and I'll bring you to my new short and sweet meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ricky. So SAA, can we flash out the appreciations? Now? Okay, thanks. I think it's good now. It's up. Right, okay, a quick one.
Okay,
One,
ready?
2, 3.
One. Okay, 1, 2, now. Okay.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, everyone, for coming. So I think now is almost the end of the meeting. We just probably our members can stay back, and for the guests, we will end the night for today. Let me adjust the meeting, but members, please stay back because our VPA have something and updates for all of you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
actually, the John is also joined with the mobile. So I think it is ready already.
John is up. Is she up? Okay. I can see you now, John. All right. Okay. Sorry for the waiting. Okay. Best table topic. Come. One.
Wait. Wait, give me a moment. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, Ken.
Congratulations, John. So yeah, thanks for coming, and we will members please stay back. We have some announcement for Venus within members. Guests for Toastmaster, you feel free to stay back as well if you like to. Now I hand it over to our VPE, Savin. Your floor now. Come.
Thank you. Finally, it's my time. Hello, my dear members. I know some of you are still new in our Venus. And just for information, we have planned for marathon for those new members or the members who has no opportunity. Meantime, to deliver your speech, just as check the calendar. Most of the slot been taken up. I feel so sorry for that. So that's why we, our ESCO is decided to have the marathon speech to help you all to start your first speech. So for our the first marathon will be held on 25th of September. Meantime, we still having some vacant slot. Okay, we have left one speech slot. So who want to deliver the icebreaker, please let me know. Or maybe you have a 5 to 7 minutes speech. You want to grab the opportunity, please come to me. All right, this one I will be open for first come first serve basis, because of the slot is left only one. So you can reach me now, or you can send to this. I think you reach me better, first come first serve basis. And then we still have this 6 speech evaluator vacant. So who would like to take up this speech evaluator, please reach me. Okay, this is for coming 25th September Marathon Day. So what means of marathon? Marathon is mean that this is only basically fully for speech. It's not like the normal meeting like today. Okay, today meeting we have, at least you see, we got GE, we got R counter, we got Toastmaster
topic.
Yes, all right. But for marathon, we will take up some example like table topic, and we would not have this GE as well. We will have the timer, R counter, and then grammarian. All right. So this is mainly for the speech. And one marathon, we open for 10 speeches for our first